Hi, so you're here with myself, Shane. I'm here with two of my disciples, David Senior and David Junior. And I'll allow David just to give you his surname so I don't pronounce it wrong.
Van Nieuwenhuizen.
Van Nieuwenhuizen. They attend the Active Church. Very awesome men of God.
David Senior, working in like in the printing industry. We live in the south. This is David Junior, born 20 years ago by a miracle.
I went to do a house visit, and at the house visit I saw David Senior. First time meeting David's dad, meeting the family. They told me a very remarkable story, which I'm going to let David share with you. The miracle of David, his life, his birth, him being here today talking with us is actually a living, breathing miracle.
Give you a little background. Before David, me and my wife had two sons. Both of them died. One lived one day. David just older than him, lived for a week, and then he died. My wife fell pregnant with David. David's brother actually died in my wife's arms, so it was like a painful memory to us. And when David was born, he was born in 28 weeks. He had no nails. His lungs were not fully developed, so we had to put him on a ventilator to help him breathe. And a ventilator, even if you're a big person, it causes a lot of damage to the brain. Two brain specialists sit us down and said, all right, you know what, no, it's going to be hard for you as parents, but we have to tell you, your son is not going to make it. We're going to put the ventilators off. And gone through the experience the previous year with his brother older than him, it was like, we were like down to the ground. Our son is going to die. He said, yeah, well, look at it that way, he's not going to have a good quality life, so it's better for him to die. And we argued with a doctor or a specialist and said, it's not your decision to make. We as his parents, I mean, it's our decision, not yours. He said, well, bottom line, me and my team of doctors, we're putting the machines off tomorrow, he will not live. So I was like very distraught. My wife's crying and tried to comfort her. And on our way to the parking area, I thought, let me buy a Coke. Firstly, the machine took my money. So me and the machine had a bit of a boxing match there. I think just to get my frustration out. Out of nowhere, this big, huge guy appeared there. I don't know where he came from, because I was busy having an episode of the machine there. So he asked me what happened. I said, no, the machine took my money. He said, no, but let's go to that machine, and I'll pray for it, and you get a Coke. And I looked at my wife and said, no man, this like is something wrong with him. Who prays for a Coke machine? So anyway, to humor him, we went to the other machine. He prayed for the machine, I put my money in, Coke came out. He said, no, you see, I told you, believe, and things will happen. I was like, good, I just put my 5 rand in. And I still think he's wacko. And the guy turned around, put his hand on my wife. She went like cold, and it's like goosebumps all over the man. I asked her, why are you here? My wife said, come to visit my baby. He said, no, I'm just coming to tell you, your baby will not die. And we didn't tell him what the brain specialist told us 10 minutes before that. He says, go home, read Jeremiah 1 verse 7, go to those who I sent you and tell them what I told you to say. With that, we walked to the elevator to go down to the parking area. I asked him, are you coming down? Because we're going down to the parking area. He said, no, I'm not going down, I'm going up. And then it clicked on me, and I left it like that. I went home, spoke to my dad about the whole episode. My dad said, you know what, I think you guys saw an angel. I said, no man, those things don't happen. The next day, the brain specialist phoned. And he spoke to my wife. He said, I witnessed something today that is medically impossible. None of us, we are a team of doctors here, we're 2 brain specialists, none of us can describe what happened here, because theoretically it's impossible what happened to David. Because they put the machine off. Technically David's brain is full of holes, lungs is not developed. He should have just like collapsed and died. And David just like kept on living. And my wife was so happy when she heard this news. She rushed over hospital to go see David again, and she was actually looking for this man that gave us the news. She wanted to know from him, how did he know David's going to live? And she came across a lady with clean there, and the lady told her, you know what, I saw you and your husband. Your husband had an argument with the Coke machine over there, and you walked down to the other side, but I didn't see anybody with you guys.
didn't see anybody with you.
No, didn't see anybody with us. A couple of weeks later, David was transferred. He had to first pick up weights, and then David was released. David was so small, he fit in my hands.
It fits in the palm of your hand.
He fit in the palm of my hand.
So would you say God is real?
Definitely is real. I see even change in my house, in relationship with everybody in my house. Everything is more calmer, and for me it's like really nice to do something with David. I can't like go out and go play rugby or cricket or something, and it's something for me to like interact with him, like coming to your place on Saturday for home cell, or we go out somewhere, or just even to come to church and have like fellowship together, form like a real tight bond now.
So he should have been dead, and now he's 20.
Yeah, he's 20 going on 80.
Got a moustache growing there. He has living proof of the fact that God exists. He has a plan for your life. You know, no one can come against the plans that God has for you. God's got the plan to revive you, and not just revive you, but He's got the plan to restore you. Every life is important to the Lord. That's us. We just wanted to share that story with you, and I hope that blesses you.